Oh, hello. I am going to do a full moon in Capricorn reading today. I did already post my grid on my Facebook page, and so let's see what's going on here now. There's a lot of energy in the air for the collective. This is for the collective. It's not a personal reading, it's for the collective. So we're going to pull an angel card, an oracle card, some tarot, and just see what messages come through for all of us right now. Capricorn is disciplined. Whoa, well, I'll tell you what, I just had cards shoot all over the place. So I'm I'm going to say this. Woo! Wow, that was just a regular shuffle too. Okay, hold on. That was pretty funny. Okay, and I'm not even going to start over. I'm just going to pick these up, and I think that there's a reason. Okay, so let's just deal with these ones right here. Here we go. All right, we have manifestation. The angel of manifestation, materialization, appearance, and emergence. So if there's something that you've been working on, and for sure this is a great full moon for that, for calling forth your manifestation. I know probably you set your goals in the new moon, and they've been building, and now's the time to enjoy those. She's got her hands full there. So what are your hands full of? What do you have? So we have integrity, honor, reliability, and respectability. Integrity. I think the message here is no matter what's going on around you, who's around you, always be in your integrity, because at the end of the day, you have to live with yourself. And so be in your integrity. And then we have patience, endurance, persistence, and perseverance. And never give up, right? Even if things aren't really going your way today, keep going. Even if all those goals that you set at the new moon, and you've been taking baby steps toward them, even if you haven't manifested what you've been working on, don't give up. Keep going. Some things take longer than others. Some things you think, is this ever going to happen? And you work on it, and it could take years. And then boom, it's done. And you go like, why did it take so long? And maybe we'll never know the answer for that. The universe just unfolds as it's supposed to. We have insight, understanding, comprehension, and discernment. So for me, this is a reminder that, and especially for this full moon, that to always look inside yourself for your truth, that don't be swayed by whatever's going on the outside world. Don't buy into the narrative that's going on. Take the information and use your discernment to know what's right, what's not right, what's true, what's not true. Okay, definitely kindness, benevolence, consideration, thoughtfulness. Definitely we could use more kindness in this world. Sometimes I just, I'll look on Facebook for something, and I can just be aghast at some of the replies people have to other people. Not just like, oh, I disagree with you. It's like they're just say mean things about a person, and they don't even know that person. And even if they did know that person, they shouldn't be saying those mean things. I don't know how some of these people grew up. Or it's like somebody just lifted the lid on it being okay to go around spewing hatred and yuck. So for those of us that aren't on that side spewing negativity and hatred and I don't know, acting out. That's what I think it is, acting out. We can use more kindness for sure, consideration, thoughtfulness. I think it's always a good thing if you're driving and there's always those people out there that are going to be asshole drivers and try to cut in front of you. Hey, let them, right? Let them. And just wish them a good day. And I always think to myself, and sometimes I say it out loud, sorry you're having such a stressful day. I hope it gets better for you. And let's just be kind, right? Miracle. Oh, let's see. It says, wonders, marvels, astonishment. We can always plan for a miracle. We can always plan for that miracle. For sure. This is interesting, this next thing. Always plan for a miracle. Always be thankful for that miracle. Even if it hasn't come to you yet, thank you, universe, for delivering that miracle to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this was one of the cards that I already read to you. It was the patience, and it said endurance, persistence, perseverance. And then we do have the perseverance card in there too. And it says determination, dedication, and endurance. So, and I love how she's got the heart in her hand. So we are going to be determined that we are going to have the kind, loving world that we want. We are going to have perseverance for it. We're determined. We have endurance too, right? Because every day we can go in our heart and say, well, this is what I've been saying. Universe, today, show me something magical. And every day I see something magical. So I think those are some pretty good messages there. I'm going to keep those out like that. But I don't think I need any more angel cards. Thank you for all the ones that have already popped out there. Okay, let's do some tarot here. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, so the first thing that happened is I opened the deck and to shuffle, and this one card was the wrong way. And so we'll take it. It says balance, blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary, successful, compromise, the power of diversity, self-control, patience, and balance. I'm thinking that I'm getting the idea that the big message today for this full moon is because it is so disciplined. The full moon in Capricorn is disciplined, that part of that is having the discipline to be balanced, which is temperance, right? Not too much of one or too much of another. Let's be balanced in all things. Balanced in our sleep, balanced in our nutrition, balanced in our exercise, balanced in whatever it is that you feel like you have too much of in your life that's not good for you, not serving you well. How can you balance that out? What could you do for that? Okay, we're taking that balance, but we're going to take a couple more too. But I think that was the overview of our energetic situation right now in the world. Is a lot of us have to really search for balance because it seems to be so much this side or so much this side. And so let's have balance, but using our integrity, right? And our discernment of what's right and what's wrong. Throwing a lot of kindness in there too. Okay, let's see what else. That's our overview as balance. Let's see. What advice do you have for us? What advice? You have for us. Okay, this one's sticking out here, so we'll take it. And advice is, the advice is the Ace of Cups, and it's a beautiful new emotional experience, a romantic relationship or deep friendship, awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insights. Maybe you'll get a love letter or a new home. So here we go. The Ace of Cups. And so that really is a heart opening. And I think this goes with having insight, sitting with ourselves, right? We need to all, as we search for our balance, we need our advice is to sit with ourselves, look in our hearts, and not just spiritual insights. Well, I guess so. When you look in your heart and you really listen, it can be a spiritual insight, your higher consciousness, right? and listening to that. So an emotional and beautiful new emotional experience. Okay, so one card just fell. Again, I'm having cards fall. Oh, my goodness gracious. Hold on. Sorry. And guess what? As I went down here, I found another angel card laying down on there. So I guess that this other angel card wants me to see it too. Okay, they're just flying today. Okay, here we go. All right, so let me go to the angel card I found first. It says unity, unison, agreement, congruence. So I love how that angel is holding the world in her hand. This is what we're working toward, right? We're going to be in unity for everybody. For everybody, no matter what country you live in, what sexual orientation you have, what race you are, what age you are, what education you have, we are going to find some way to be unified so everybody is provided the things that they need. Okay, so then, I love her little feathers all over her wings too, because you know, I look right there. Feathers fall from the sky at my feet all the time. All right, so then the advice that came from the tarot is the wise counselor. And so this is unity with a spiritually minded community. Ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. So there's no right, there's no wrong. Everybody has a different way of doing things. You know, I was just doing some astrology homework for one of the classes I'm taking, and it was interesting for me to recall back the first time I went to college when I was 16, one of the classes I took that I really enjoyed was world religions. And since taking world religion class, and I think there was a reason I took it, was that, you know, it seemed that every maybe part of the world was sent their own personal master or guide to give them information about God. And I just thought that was so fabulous that you didn't have to believe a certain religion to believe in the ultimate love, right? The ultimate love, because it is all ultimate love. I think that a lot of the religions have been hijacked by men, and I'm going to specifically say, men. I was going to say people, and then I was going to change it to men, but yeah, men. They've been hijacked by men with dark egos to control people and to control the narrative of what's going on, control people, and to control money. All right, so it's time for everybody, I think, to use insight and look in their heart and know the most important thing is love and kindness, right? So you can be your wise counselor, and the wise counselor is just about love. And I love that down here there's like all these different symbols, because it doesn't matter what symbols you use, what book you use. If you don't believe in love, you're missing the point. For sure, you're missing the point, because the point is love and taking care of not just one another, but taking care of all the animals that we have on this planet and taking care of the planet. Okay, so that was not the advice, because this was the advice. This was the outcome. The outcome is knowing that love is the most important thing. Love is the most important thing. And I don't care what spiritual way or even what religious way you use to find that in your heart and to show that to the world, that's the most important thing. And if you are speaking one thing and doing another thing, then you missed the boat. You missed the whole lecture there, because the most important thing is love. Love for each other. Hey, believe me, that's a hard lesson, especially, well, not especially, but for me right now, because it's really been difficult for me to hold any type of love for certain people. And so what I've been doing is that, because I can't understand where they're coming from, I just hold a spot of love for them. Here I'm holding this spot filled with love for you. Come join in. Come join in. Okay, this is a oracle story card. So let's see what we have here. Let's see. All right, we have that's neighbor. It's a neighbor. It says neighbor. And look, she's sitting in her house drinking coffee, looking out. Look at the street, is so quiet there. The street is so quiet. And she's just sitting there drinking her coffee, but it's orange in the background. So I think that she's feeling like she's safe there. She's safe. I think the message here is that we need to watch over our neighbors, make sure our neighbors are okay. And that could not just be our next door neighbor. It could be a community in our city that might need a little help right now, right? I'll tell you that there's some places around me that it doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel like people are safe at all. I mean, I've had to tell people I know, you can't go there right now because that's not safe. And I'm sorry, this is crazy to say, people are getting picked up and we don't know where they're going, right? We don't know what's happening to them. And it's not that it's people that are criminals. It's people who have been doing the right thing. They came here looking for a better life. They were told they could come here looking for a better life. And they were following all the rules. And then, boom, somebody else changed those rules and decided that that wasn't what's going to work for them. And goodbye, and go to alligator concentration camp, Auschwitz. I don't know. This is like crazy. So let's look after our neighbors. I know that in some places they're taking donations to take food to people because they can't go to work because they're scared. They can't go shopping because they're scared. So it's so important that we really look after our neighbors right now. That's the message coming through. I'll tell you, they're yelling at me. This is what we need to do because people need help right now. Help. Okay, this is, it's from Love Who You Are. It's an oracle, and I'm probably going to have to look up what the reading is for it because I have not, I could tell you, I could channel what it is, but we might want some real information here. So, it's a little koala, and it's a number 25, which to me is 7 for magic. And it says, create intentional solitude. Are koalas solitude? I don't know. I'm going to look that up after this. So let's see what it says. Create intentional solitude. And I think that just means that you can get quiet in yourself so that you can listen to the information coming through, right? To have insight, right? But here's what it says. It says intentional solitude is a form of prayer. Boy, we need some prayer, don't we? So this is the big advice. It creates 10 minutes, a protected space for communion or worship between you and the sacred. When you unplug from responsibilities, distractions, and the constant pressure of communication, a spaciousness opens up in the psyche that isn't normally available. Totally, that's what happens when you meditate, right? And you just listen to your breathing, and then you can feel that the divine is speaking to you. It's speaking to me, anyways. Dreams, insights, inspirations, and aha moments occur easily in this space. Listen closely. Say nothing. Allow yourself to pursue the presence of the person who has the richest offerings for your life. Who would that be? Oh, you. That would be you. You have that. So, I think for sure that would be our insight, right? Have our insight. Take care of our neighbors for sure. So, I think that was a lot of information. and I'll tell you, sometimes when I started today and I was meditating, because I'm like, I'm not really sure where I'm going to go with this. And then I heard the voice saying, you don't have to decide. We put it all out there for you. Just go with it. So I could not have said anything more or thrown in anything better to this reading. Be in balance. Take care of your neighbors. Be kind. Use your discernment to figure out what in the heck is going on out there, what the truth is, and make sure that you stop every day. I mean, even for 5 minutes, and disconnect from anything. I don't know, go put your feet on grass and hug a tree and listen to birds, and then be quiet and listen. And you know, I've studied with Kyle Gray for several years, and I always enjoy how he always says, angels are only as loud as you are willing to listen. So we do need to stop and listen. And I'll tell you, I am feeling that before too long, we are going to have a miracle. We will have a miracle. And I think that's going to be because so many people are going to be using their loving energy to set us all on a positive trajectory. Okay. All right. Thank you. Happy full moon in Capricorn. It was at 1:36 p.m. today, Pacific time, my time. So we're still really in it. Go out tonight. You see the full moon. I'm sure it's going to be gorgeous. Look, and throw out some positive energy out there. All right. Blessed be.